I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Good morning. Ten minutes on the clock. Will I manage to outrace my Cultivator Colossus, huh? I do have to say I woke up at 2 minutes past 9, so I'm only in this prelim thanks to the foresight that I had to join yesterday. But I did spend the first 15 minutes waking up mostly. That said, at least Scales is not a particularly head-scratching matchup for Amulet, and we just get to...
Congrats on third.
Click buttons until I win. Thank you, Nintendo. Third is almost as good as first, so I'm not too unhappy. So Scales, we have free spelunking in the main deck to do science. I need to just see it more in play. I tried the hyper spelunking build that I showed you with Castle Garenbrig and the cave in the evening prelim on Tuesday, actually. And I have to say, it sucked. It was really bad, so... Castle Garenbrig is really bad at casting free drops, so it actually doesn't really combine that well with spelunking. But Castle Garenbrig bounce on combinations just really slow to get going. I'll board explosives as a 60-second card and I'll submit. Maybe cut one Colossus is fine, because they don't disrupt the creatures, but I don't know. Spike Canister was the finals of the people. After that came a meme match, scam mirror no one wanted. Fair. Kinda tilted myself a little bit against Spike. Game 1, I play, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to win with a Titan. It's gonna be simple and academic from this point on. So I cast my Explorer and I just think to myself, let's not draw a Sunhome. And then I cast the Explorer and of course I draw the Sunhome. And I'm like, fuck. I guess I can't kill my opponent anymore. And I spent 6 minutes thinking, trying to think of a line that does it, or that puts me in the best position. And I missed the other lethal line anyways. Because I missed the forest for the trees, I have assumed that I have to hit my opponent really hard. I have assumed that I have to add an extra pile of damage with Sunhome or Dryad, but I have missed that I could just Vesuva a Slayers Stronghold and then that just adds 4 damage and that was also lethal too. So a little bit not good. Playing turn 1 Saga is weak into Force of Vigor, which they sometimes play. Not that I can cast it, so I probably should still play Urza Saga. FX Bears, thank you very much for the sub. As an experienced Titan player, do you feel Scam to be a bad matchup? Oh, Stonebrain, oh kurwa. No, not particularly. It depends on how many moons they have. If they have no moons, it's a good matchup. If they have 2 moons and the third in the sideboard, it's pretty hard to claim it's a good matchup. That's how I've been feeling. Ay kurwa, misclicked. Well, maybe it's fine. Let's put Spelunking into play. And Dryad is better though. Gonna like Stonebrain Titan, doesn't matter. But yeah, it's pretty hard to claim that like a 3 or 4 Blood Moon matchup is a good matchup, so yeah. Unfortunately, Blood Moon taking its toll on Titan players forever. Hi Keniki, can you please explain what Spelunking does for Titan? It provides extra redundancy and provides ways to, you know, have access to an amulet effect more often. Just redundancy. Commentary called Spelunking a meme card at one point. Please prove them wrong. What, Cory and Javier? I mean, it's probably useless to discuss Amulet with them. Well, I don't think they know anything about Amulet, so... Have Simic Growth Chamber enter the battlefield untapped? Yes. Yes. The Spelunking might be slightly damaging in a situation like that, but it's fine. Like, it's damaging for the Slayers Stronghold, maybe. A little bit. I have like 16 amulets now. True, but like 3 of them are unstackable. Spelunking has anti-synergy if you have 2 amulets, but it is actually not as bad as you think, because you might think that it just makes the second amulet or even the first amulet never work, but that is not true. You can still put your lands into play tapped for as long as the land itself has the ability, the card name enters the battlefield tapped. What is going to hurt me when I have Spelunking and double amulet is when I Primeval Titan and I search for Slayers Stronghold, Boros Garrison, a pretty classic line. My Garrison can enter tapped and I tap twice, but Slayers Stronghold will not be able to enter the battlefield tapped. So it's always gonna be untapped and it's not gonna help. Why can you choose? Do I not understand the cards? You do not, yeah. I forgot we made them not stack. Well, that sucks. Why did you do that? It's because of layers. Layers is the explanation as to why things are the way they are. That's why you get to choose. It's pretty unintuitive, so like, I don't blame yourself for not getting it, but so now have Simic Crofchamer enter the battlefield untapped? No, because I have 3 amulets. It's gonna help a little bit with Colossus clicking though. Exactly, Adam underscore MTG has it right. 2 replacement effects. If you have multiples, you get to choose how they stack, otherwise you don't. Stonebrain out of scales, what a piece of technology. I have to choose as we go. Yeah. No. 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 Oh yes, this point. Okay, well that's helpful for Colossus on model, literally. Spelunking TBH. Lets you produce a way shorter stack if you don't need to, which lags the game much less. Cultivator Colossus was 11-9 for a moment. Coincidence?
Control player.
I believe
Just
all the
in
tips.
time for
Traka
some
free again.
spelunking.
Alright, let's go. I believe I gave all of my tips for mono white in the Amulet video, so I don't really have anything more than that, unfortunately. Alright, we have a pretty good hand against Thoughtseize. Thank you, City Cream, for the Saberoni. Is he taking the Grazer? He has to be taking the Grazer, otherwise there's no point in evoking. Yeah, okay. Let's go Saga. Hopefully dodging game 1 Moon. Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. Was hoping for Pioneer Spelunking. That's gonna happen in the Pioneer Prelim. By which I mean I'm gonna play Amulet Titan with Spelunking. Lotus Field with Spelunking. What do I discard? Tolaria West? Maybe Summon Respect. What's best to have in my hand against Moon? It's not Summon Respect. Not that I'm likely to beat Moon, but... Your haircut is looking fresh. That's because I had a fresh haircut. What size there? How's the free mana explore? Well, it's not so, like, it hasn't really matched up where it mattered yet. Punished for not keeping the pact, but we drew a Titan, so it's all good. The Spelunking with Titanless Amulet needed. Actually, no. Titanless Amulet. Let me think. No, I don't think so. Fable, okay. Dodged Fulminator Mage. No, bros, not the Fulminator Mage. My one weakness. On top of Blood Moon, Boros Vigor, Ashok Dreamrender, and many others. Canister wins. There used to be a modo bug. It's like fixed. It's been like many years ago, like 5 years ago or something, maybe even more, where if you were in the middle of searching your library and your opponent conceded the game, your library was revealed to them. This zone like popped, this window popped up on their screen too. So I actually get to see their deck if they scoop in the middle of searching, which, I mean, could have been like abusable, like, you know, your opponent is about to attack you with a Titan, you know you're gonna scoop. Also, like, sometimes you don't even intend to do that, but you just scoop as the Titan is attacking you. And then you just get to see your opponent's deck. Not the case for years, though. I was also back for a bit where if they conceded, well, they had a trigger on the stack, you just got bricked. I don't remember that. So what does it mean to get bricked? Let's cut 2 Sagas on the draw. One Colossus. Let's keep the spelunking for more science. Has anyone ever told me that I look like Lego brick 45141? I don't. I haven't. Nobody told me that. Whoops, I deleted that message. I didn't mean to. Just meant to copy Lego brick number. Okay. This is the Lego brick 45141. That's funny. Just a Dryad on the draw. That's unlikely to work. We have Forest Boseiju. Skip. Matches up okay enough against a Moon hand. And we can always stop deck. Oh, Ragavan is the worst of the possible starts. Amulet, okay. Remember, viable embryos. They are no use to us if they don't survive. Yeah. Oh no, he sees my shitty keep. This month's Mono Trader's code is pretty funny. Okay, I guess he doesn't have anything. Maybe Baumeister. Nice. I don't think he has Baumeister. Would have played him previous turn. It was also body language of a person doesn't have anything. Vesuva. Abua. I think his hand is trash enough that I have to Boseiju the... Maybe there is a chance he's sitting on a moon, but it's either that or his hand is trash. And the looting from the Fable is gonna be too good. Need to spend it. Summoner's Pact. I would have enjoyed drawing a Spelunking. Playing a Dryad is... There could be like a Fury in his hand. This type of a thing, Terminate. I don't think it gets me anywhere. But not a great game. Would be much better to have drawn a Dryad for 3 mana rather than via Pact. Why is it cancelled in Nintendo 64? Yeah, exactly right. That's really funny. He has the moon too, so it's a problem. So I just kept the moon. Alright, I'll die. On the play, Saga is less... Like, we just get to play it on the one, it's fine. Bro, imagine if... Not even Maro, I don't know who... 10 years ago wouldn't shit themselves onto a magic card and create Blood Moon. I would not have to struggle with that card anymore. I'll just get to play, you know, Magic the Gathering 20 years ago, yeah. But then again, 15 years ago when they put it in 8th edition or 30th edition, whichever edition that was. Turn 1 Saga. Play Swamp, then Tank. Also, I would like to bounce my Saga at this point. Bounce Saga, take 4. Play Saga. 12. Second chapter. 8. Third chapter. 4. No, I don't. Maybe I search for Mycosynth Gardens. Let's see if he has a follow-up. Will we see cast Ent? I think until this time I still have cast the Ent 0 times against Scam. Pitch Blood Moon to make Fury. Dismember, a good draw. I'm not sure if searching for Mycosynth meaningfully helps. Because if I spend next turn Mycosynthing, I still have not enough mana. Grazer better. I don't think so. There's one card in hand, I would gladly dismember the Fury. I think I can search for Mycosynth on the next turn too. Let me upload the deck, I actually forgot to do that. There's also merit in keeping searching for TOS available. I think I'll just untap. That helps a lot. What do I keep in play? Probably better to build my mana. Have map available. It's better to build my mana with this a little bit. He has only 2 cards, hopefully he doesn't go like Swamp Doffy Voidwalker, although I don't think that influences the clock unless he top decks another card. Blood Crypt. Could be Terminate 2. Could be Orcish Bowmasters. But we can survive Bowmasters. So we take 4, 8. This is just better to deploy another ring. So he's holding a Terminate, like, obviously because the Blood Crypt pass. Then if I get on the ring, I get 3 new cards, maybe I can draw another Amulet. Any shortcuts? When should you keep old tapped ring instead of new with no counters? Almost never. Like if you have tons of life, but then like you wouldn't be playing the other ring, so you just keep the new one always. Because if I play the new ring right now, it's gonna draw me 3 cards. If I go to my next turn, it's gonna have drawn me 3 cards. And this next turn is gonna draw me 3 cards, but this will lose me 1 life and this 2 life, and also draw 1 card immediately. How's the Spelunking going? Well, it doesn't really go all that much. Can lose to top deck Bowmaster if I don't play ring. I think Spelunking wasn't particularly relevant yet. Can lose to Bowmaster or Ragavan Dash. There's no reason for me to lose to those. And we get to draw Grazers, Fountain, more blockers. I mean, I guess if I draw nothing, I just lose. Then Spelunkeros. This is 12 and 2 life loss. But I'll draw something. See, Grazer. Terminate, top deck terminate. I'll still lose. Can I prevent that from happening by searching Radiant Fountain somehow? Getting 4 with Spelunky would be nice. Can't do that. I believe no way to search for Radiant Fontana. Well, unless I go Simic Grove Chamber, Grazer, Simic Grove Chamber. But then I don't even guarantee Titan on the next turn, or do I do draw 3? To draw literally anything. Might be kind of backwards to try to fight that way. If I... So yeah, if I go Dryad, Simic, Dryad, Simic, activate map, Grazer, Fountain in. Well, yeah, I know, but I have to like play Chamber twice, and my Dryad dies to the terminate then, and I only have 3 lands in play. I don't play Titan on the next turn, so I think I will not play the... I think I'll skip the fontaining. Because now if this gets terminated, I just die to a removal spell. But just a removal spell that has to be terminated or lightning bolt. Nothing else does it. So he needs a pair of terminates. Could also Boseiju the Wicked Aura, but that would be pretty wicked. I love your accent, thanks. I love your accent too. Terminator indeed. Alright. Let's go. Sorry, terminate. Is that Andrei Strasky against you? Yes. Is he getting insanely lucky again? No, not really. So here in John terminates, you can't reasonably deal with my Dryad. I go for Dryad now. He didn't flash Bowmaster in response to the One Ring, so I can also get the Colossus, but that's kind of weak. Or Spelunking Feeling. It hasn't really been relevant yet. Isn't the replacement effect of Spelunking a non-bow with amulets? It actually isn't really. You get to choose which one you apply as long as the land had the ability to enter the battlefield untapped to begin with. I can have 2 Valakuts right now. Whoops. That is right, Bobshe. I'll make a YouTube short explaining the interaction today. Azusa would have gone crazy this game. Azusa wouldn't have done anything particularly important. No, why jeden Valakut again? Because I have 2 Vesuva. But it's fine, we get to go Vesuva Valakut, that's 8, that's not... Spelling Vesuva back in hand, bro. It is like suggesting impossible lines that don't actually function. Thank you though. Also should not die to Moon. Can bring him to 1, that's useless. Maybe I'll get Fountain Golgari Rot Farm. No. Do I have Boseiju in hand? I do. So I can go Valakut Radiant Fountain? No. Yes? Like, let's not die to Moon. I don't need the fountain. So I'm just gonna do that. Just once again, like, Giga awkward. Whoops. Oh, fuck, that's really bad to mistake them. And what does your line achieve? 2 Kotsuru. Is it 2 Kotsuru for Tsringe? Shit, this was so bad to stack them this way. Boseiju hand makes it hard to die to Moon. Not anymore. This is bad if he drew on the trick. Which is probably what he has drawn. Or I'll go face then. But I was supposed to target Grief. I just click on the amulets first, but that was actually bad targeting. It's fine, we are overwhelmingly likely to win. Killing them next turn and not dying. Well, I am achieving that right now. In like a better way, I think. Did Valakut and Vesuva not give you 4 triggers? It actually doesn't. The reason for that is that it doesn't. Because you cannot copy the Valakut. Those lands gives us play around, remove Dryad, skip phase Moon. Which is impossible to happen, really, with 2 cards, 3 mana, but yeah. I guess I still die to a shock. What's Colgan's command? You could sit on terminate on our turn. No, opponent had no terminate. We knew that. I have to click fast because I've been fucking around and I think this is like a bit more dangerous than it needed to be. If I just simply targeted the Grief with the Valakut with having the lands untapped. Did you lose your sword? Yes. Like your playmat, Mr. Streamer. What playmat? Why 2 Vesuva? Better to draw than Valakut mostly, but it's close. Uroborg. Probably gonna take my ring. Spelunking looks pretty solid in this hand. Profane Tutor, okay. I'll play the Rot Farm. Don't want to rely on,
He's a
like,
phenomenal
better if I draw a
control
bounce
player.
land next turn.
Hi.
Profane Tutor is funny in their deck. Field of Ruination. What got cut from Spelunking from the old list? I mean, I don't know, just look it up. Just like look at a deck list that's available. You play 61 cards. But just changed around the ramp spells, I guess. But it's also like, I mean, like, you know, I change like few cards in my list every day. Every time I play here and there. Like, I don't know what I cut for the card. I just have the card in my deck. Probably gonna get carded. Some lists are playing 3 rings now. I mean, there's been like literally one list posted. Shouldered? Really? Seems worse than Karen. Probably also got caverns at this point too. What caverns? Like Cavern of Souls? I mean, I only play one in the sideboard, yeah, it's not particularly. And there's about be untapped, yes. The model lag is so bad. Alright, Spelunking worked like an amulet here. Pretty functional and helpful. Guess can get hit by March of something. Really surprised to see Shoulder getting searched over Karen here, but I guess sometimes the downside of tutors, sometimes you tutor for the wrong card if you don't actually know. I mean, not bothering trading, I don't know. Maybe makes sense. Tarask seems weak, Sundering Titan seems weak. Maybe they have a combo kill with Shoulder next turn, maybe. So restart Modo, it's unbearable. Shoulder is famous for her combo kills. They come in all shapes and forms. Remember the beans deck, by the way? Because in the Discord, Da Vinci is still on the Giga Copium. His beans deck has no bad matchups besides Yawgmoth. So Yawgmoth is a bad matchup for beans? No, it's actually a good matchup. But force is sometimes bad there. Maybe he means that Force of Negation has no bad matchups and the card and not the deck. Probably that. Which makes more sense, but it's also untrue, I think. So they turn to ring if there is no Thoughtseize, so... While you Tarask in the side, it's to whoop 4 color and to kill Aleshnorn specifically. Can Amulet even lose with all the new printings? Sure. Tarask's main reason d'etre, as they say, is to kill Aleshnorn. I have not cast it for 9 mana yet. You know, probably Emrakul is better. But maybe not. I don't know. So I play with Tarask for now. Let's throw to Kurwa, jaki piach. I think it's better to wait till their EOT to draw. In this case, they could hold this card. I mean, I don't care if my opponent Thoughtseize on the next turn. And I can draw cards to play. I have like if they Thoughtseize me, then I simply tap my ring and I draw 3. When ring was deployed, we have protection from anything, so it's actually not better. It's actually explicitly better to just fire it off immediately. Because of Bowmasters. Discard Forest, probably. What's up with the mono black deck? What does it beat? It is unclear to me. I think it's not too bad against 4 color, but it's also not too great against 4 color, I think. Like the mono black deck gets pretty strong in turns 6+ of the game. And it's really good against Throne on the play with all the demolition fields, I guess. Significantly worse against Throne on the draw. Although with Throne not playing Karn Liberated, Throne's payoffs actually don't match up well against coffers. The extra padding in the left text box still throws me off. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Probably beats Merclad with main relics, probably. Alright, I assume a 4-drop is gonna be deployed, maybe like Stonebrain. This would be their style, Necromancia, okay. Sure, brother. Oh yeah, this, yeah. It does feel a bit awkward. But you'll get used to it in 1 day or 2 days. Chosen card is Primeval Titan. Yeah, that was clearly worth tutoring. Now you're not gonna lose this much, brother. Have to pay for double pact, but probably will. Punished for discarding forest over second Boseiju. Was Dryad instead of Grazer an option there? Yes. I guess, yes. Good, all 4 sagas. Was Super League last night? Yeah, it was top 4 of the Super League. I got third. Cory Bowmeister won against Javier in the finals. Nice Necromancia, bro. Good strat. Canister wins the match. GG1. The Ragavan doesn't do much. Except for when it ramps into Blood Moon. But then... Rough life. All hope was gone. Fable, okay. Relief. Okay, win external less Fort Sizer, I guess. I don't think I can realistically beat Moon, so I might as well play Vesuva on Saga. But probably might be useful in my hands slightly. Don't find a discard spell. Fried potatoes with cabbage and bacon and onions is amazing. Sure. I mean, it sounds like tasty, yeah. If you put it in your mouth. Discard Doffy, Voidwalker and Fury. Okay. So they have action in hand. Action is coming. Oh no, not the Grazer. Likely to get hit by Thoughtseize or 4 mana Grief now. Moon, I'm assuming I'm dodging. Molten Collapse, a weź kurwa spierdalaj, co? How is that fair? Well, punish for not Vesuving the Saga. Second amulet just means that I'm drawing 2 bounce land. Map for bounce land means I put a bounce land in play. Grazer a bounce land. Probably put Spelunking into play. I know I could put the Dryad into play, but I'm not sure if that's advantageous for me. Also, it's funny that people call Sunhome Sunholm often. If Dryad survive, we have Titan next turn with map. If Dryad survive, yes, but I really don't think it survives. Opponent discarded a Fury, then like they played Molten Collapse and passed with 3 treasures, 3 mana. Dryad is not surviving here. We do get 1 draw step for the bounce land only. We could also go Grazer and play Spelunking. So 1 land here. Crack map. Get bounce land, Grazer, replay, bounce Sunhome, bounce land, Spelunking, free. Just doesn't get me anywhere. I think because of how Fury works for my opponent. Like I have 1 draw step, but not more, never more. Damn, if I only copied the Saga on the previous turn, we would just wait with turn and then we would have a guaranteed win. I didn't think of Molten Collapse destroying my amulet, but it happened. The thing has happened. I don't understand why you want Spelunking. You already have so many copies of Amulet with Saga and Mycosynth Gardens. Well, so now we have more. Okay, is it valuable for me to deploy Vesuva? It might be. Lol, just high rolling. Well, I think high rolling is like my best bet here. Does Spelunking prevent the untap from multiple amulets? For the most part, no. As long as your lands have the enters the battlefield tapped ability by themselves, you can choose to have your land enter the battlefield tapped anyways. More Panamans to die to EE. That's why we play new cards. What? Like Spelunking is gonna be good if your opponent is threatening to Force of Vigor you. That's where it would be good. But yeah, I mean, I did explain why I wanted to high roll the bounce land draw. So I actually want to win. No, Golgari Rot Farm. Hey, Chiragavan. But a single Amulet Titan is not realistically winning from this position, and this very well could. That said, I wasn't particularly giga impressed with Spelunking, and the types of games where I imagined it shining just kinda don't happen. I think it would happen mostly against Force of Vigor decks, and I haven't played against those. Oh, he clubs. Bounce probably still win. Yeah, well, if I draw a bounce land, I win this turn, like, for sure. Of course. But I didn't. Lost to Molten Collapse, improvement over Terminate. Crazy. Why is Kazuka my least favorite opponent? I don't know. Why are you asking this question? Why are you, like, pestering me about it? What's, like, your thing? I don't really have a least favorite opponent, so I just gave you a random name. Although I guess I do dislike that particular situation. Let's play 3 Saga, 1 Colossus. Would showing a bounce land of Spelunking had done anything? I didn't have green mana to cast Spelunking. What about Sunken Citadel? I tried playing the build with 4 Sunken Citadel and 4 Castle Garenbrig, and was clearly clearly a downgrade. Alright, it's a free Spelunking for science, but don't have green mana. Right, I guess. Played Lotus and Pioneer with 3 Spelunky and 2 Saga and Citadel. They were pretty good. What did the Saga and Citadels do for you? Oh, Thespian stage. Yeah, I guess. Oh no. My Grazer is just running headfirst into this Fury. If you have 1 Spelunky and 1 Amulet, you're gonna get 1 on top. Not 2. You either can have your land enter the battlefield tapped, if it has the proper ability, or you can't. Yeah, 1, that's what I meant. Sure, buddy. Void Walker. Saga, one of the better draws. Hopefully no Moon. Might as well attack. I guess if dashes Ragavan, then I don't want to attack. If villain dashes Ragavan, then I don't want to attack. Need to fade Thoughtseize and a lot of other cards. Blood Moon. Need to fade. For sure. Why did you copy the bounce line, not the Valakut? First, I can't copy Valakut because it has just entered the battlefield now. Second, it would be worse. Because I get to make 2 more land drops. Interesting. Yeah, if you cannot Vesuva copy the other land that you're searching with Primeval Titan. Comes up a lot. People miss that a lot. So what is my opponent's hand? Shouldered. Don't care. So this lets me keep Vesuva in my hand, which I can eventually play as a Valakut, but I don't need to commit it yet. They flush and Bowmasters. I prefer to have all the blockers. Dealing 2 damage really doesn't matter. Yeah. Because if I flush, then I can die to... If I attack, I die to Bowmasters Land Shouldered. Both sides are cool. Alright, stabilize against the turn 1 Fury with Pact Dryad. Spelunking just continues to underimpress against Scam, so What if I just cut it? Just never have time to cast a 3 mana version of Explore. And Amulet is sticky enough that it doesn't come up often. Could just register 61 with free Saga. I guess I can't go to 60 because I registered a 61 deck, 61 card deck. Maybe I can play Explore too, but they kept Bowmaster, so I don't like Explore. Okay, I'll just submit then. Was it correct to not replay Radiant Fountain to play around random bolt? Question mark. Yes, it was 100% correct. Radiant Fountain plays around Lightning Bolt while keeping Vesuva in my hand played around more. I guess I had a Titan in play, so maybe I could play around Bolt, but they will not have Bolt in their deck post Bolt. They just won't, so I didn't care. Hello, Mr. Canister. Why were your cards all foil yesterday and not today? It's because I played. I had the super all access pass yesterday. They gave it to all the competitors to play the new cards without problems. So I used it in the best way I could have, but now it's gone. Don't moon me. We have the ring to battle the moon, so it's not the worst, but I prefer not. Swamp. Grief. Molten collapse. I think this member. I cast combat ring. I think the one ring. Kurwa, brawo. Frajerze. Pierdolony. I was about to say, yeah, let's draw the one ring, and then we drew the one ring, so that was convenient. Seems like they don't have a Bowmaster because otherwise they would flash it in response to the ring with the ring of the Sag, but let's draw and drop, keep still to give them benefit of the doubt. I would love to play you in paper and interact like in the last minute, would you? It was rather unpleasant, but I have to say the one ring is just lovely against Scam when you get to top deck it in a situation like that. Oh no, my Grazeros. Gonna go to 5 if I pass. Probably worthwhile casting the one ring again. Do I enjoy this type of music, streamer? Yeah. It's cool. If they moon me, I'll have problems, but... Oh, you enjoy it, so I skip. Wasn't it an evaluation to play the one ring to fog and to keep the one of the counters too risky? Just think that scenario through. It's just never better to keep the ring with 2 counters. How many cards am I gonna draw with the new ring? Three. How many cards will I draw with the old ring? 3. So, but It's just better to keep the new one. Because you also draw them in a better way for you. Take one less damage. It's about whether game gonna last more turns and more rings will be cast. No, it's not about that. It's just straight up better to keep the new one. Like, you can probably, of course, you can like make up some kind of scenario where it's gonna be advantageous, but for the most part, it's just better. Simply better. I have to pay for the pact. Lol. I forgot. So I have 4, 7, 8, 9 mana. Not dead. I mean, I was never planning on being dead. 10 mana and I have to spend 12. So that's not enough. Can T-West for something. With Sunhome in play, 1 Vesuva in hand. Double Amulet. I'll go Bounce Land, go to 10 mana, Sunhome, keep it untapped. Then I search for Titan. So I actually have to spend 10 mana, tap everything, Titan. Haste Titan. Attack with Haste Titan. They might trade, then I play the ring afterwards. Because I Haste Titan, then I put 2 Bounce Lands into play. Do not have a Zusa, unfortunately, which she might make a difference right now. This spot, but I think Titan is fine to summon. Can also Colossus and put 2 lands into play. Does that let me kill my opponent? I go Bounce Land, Grazer, Colossus, Bounce Land. Go to 1. I have Colossus and Colossus produced 1 mana. But Titan can haste itself and the Colossus too. So then that sounds good too.
He's a phenomenal control
Also,
player.
my Pioneer Prelim has started. Unfortunately, this seems like a keep. But we have to finish the Amulet game. Only one soul respect. This is 8. This is 6, 5, 7. Do we kill them? 16 plus 7. 23. 23 exactly. I think that's exactly full. How do I produce white mana with Selesnya Sanctuary in play? That's not enough. I guess we don't kill them. Oh no, because this is 8. 8, 7, 9, 24. Okay, this is lethal. Don't you have 2 Vesuvas here? I do. Just wondering. Your beast is smaller, it's actually bigger. $24. That's 22. Okay. Did I miscount at any point? I don't think so. So that puts us at 4-0 in the prelim. The One Ring is so nice against Scam. 8 times sweet, 24. They have 23 total. 24 damage versus 23 life and toughness. Yeah, bro, fuck the beans. Rather versus Thicket Giganta, that sounds interesting. Don't care for Botanical Sanctum. Maybe I do like double Grazer, just naturally put 2 fields into play, but I don't think so. Night of Autumn, classic. Does Kenny have a VOD channel on YouTube? I actually do, yeah. Minus 12 minutes compared to my opponent, by the way. But I 4-0 the Prelim with 3 Spelunking. Spelunking was more or less heinous. Slightly heinous and slightly irrelevant, I guess. I personally felt you can't.